Welcome to Remade Academy. Today, we're using GPT-Image and Kling 1.6 to create beautiful logo designs. Step 1. Logo Stylization. From the Remade homepage, the first thing we'll do is start a new canvas. And we'll call this canvas Logo Design. So this is where we'll be generating all of our assets. Now let's upload our logo. So if you go over to Assets, select Files, we'll be using the Apple logo as a demonstration, but at this stage you should, of course, upload your own logo. This is the prompt we'll be using to transform that logo. This structure is called a JSON, and it allows you to be super granular with your direction. So for example, you can list out things like the exact material properties you want to see, the lighting, the background, the rendering, and any more you'd like to include. This works extremely well for GPT-Image because GPT is a multimodal model, so it already understands text and images. Don't worry about writing this down. In the end, I'll go through how you can use this and other prompts without having to leave the Remade canvas. I've now copied the prompt over and I'm back on the canvas. So to actually use this, we'll first click on this image, reference, and then add as reference. Okay, so you can see it's been added as a reference down here. Now we've just got to change the model from flux context to GPT image over here. Now let's make sure that this is square format because that's the original aspect ratio. We'll choose to generate 4 images for some variation, and then I'll use this button here to expand the prompt box, and I will Control V the prompt in. Just make sure it's all good. Yep, confirm, and we will generate. So here are the results we got. I think I like this one the best, so I'll use this for the next steps, but for now, let's just organize the canvas a little bit. So I'll move this a bit out of the way, and we can use this. These are frames, which we can use to group different assets. So I'll call this one Original Logo, and I will call this one Glassmorphic Image Style. And now these will be grouped as well. So another cool thing we can do is, let's just say I want to use this one in one of my designs. I can click, edit, remove background, and then use this to do that. And so this will just give us a transparent background version of this asset, which we can use in other designs. So here is our transparent background asset. So I went ahead and I did the same thing with all of the other assets. So now we have this frame, which has this glassmorphic image style with all of them having transparent backgrounds. Step 2, animating our logo. Now I want to apply a simple spinning animation. So I want to take this asset and I want to see it rotate. Now we could do this using image to video, and this is the start frame, but to make it more controllable, we'll also use an end frame where this is already rotated, and I'll show you how to do this now. So first, let's select this again, reference, and then add as reference just as before. Let's remove this one now, and let's remove this prompt. So Control A and backspace. Now we can just say, turn this Apple logo slightly to the left. And we'll leave it a square and 4 generations. Okay, so here are the results. Now as you can see, for some of them it hasn't really rotated too much, but this one it has, so we can use this as our end frame. So first things first, I'll just clear this prompt, so get rid of this image and then get rid of this prompt. Now what I'll do is I'll go over here and I'll choose this, reference, and then use a start frame. Now I'm going to choose this one, reference, use as end frame. Okay, and we'll switch from Kling 1.5 to Kling 1.6. Now I'll expand this prompt box and I'll paste this prompt in. So I've said the Apple logo rotates 360 degrees against a dark background. The logo has a sleek modern design with a glass outline that catches the light. As the logo spins, the lighting shifts to accentuate the reflections off the glass edges, creating a mesmerizing effect. The camera remains static, focusing on the logo as it completes a full rotation. Now again, don't worry, this prompt will be available to you. So confirm and let's generate. So here are the results. I actually generated 2 different variations and I've put them in this frame called 360 degree rotation animation. So for the first one, double click and then we can play this. Now you can see an issue is that it doesn't do a true 360 degree rotation. This side actually kind of replaces the other one, if you can see here. So I did another generation and this one actually worked a lot better. You can see that the geometry stays the same and it completes its 360 degree rotation. Finally, let's go through the logo design canvas template. Here's the full canvas template that I've made for this tutorial. The link to this will be in the description of this video, and I'll also include this full video in this canvas. So as you can see, we have this glassmorphic image style, but I've also included a bunch of other ones. So for example, this is a felt fabric image style. This one's like a surreal underwater one. This one is a 3D terrain style, and this one is like a sleek modern platform style. To apply these image styles to your own logo, you'd first upload your own logo and replace it with this one here. For now, I'll just use this placeholder. And let's just say we want to apply this style. So what we can do is click this and click regenerate. And if we open this up, you can see that we have the prompt and we have GPT-Image already selected, and we will choose the appropriate aspect ratio that your logo has, so 3:2 for this one. Then you select your logo, reference, and add as reference. So now we have GPT-Image, we have your logo and the prompt, and let's do 4 variations and generate. So here's what we got. You can see that the actual placeholder has been turned into this style, and the same will happen with your logo. Now for all of the other ones, it's the exact same process, and of course you can add your own ones as well. So you can see that alongside the 360-degree rotation, we also have another animation, and it's this transition from black to the logo. So for example, here's how it looks for this one. And then for this one, here's an example. Transitions from black to a slow shot of this logo from the sky. And then for this one, it looks like this. Now, to do this transition animation with your logo, the first thing we do is head over to this black square. We will click, reference, and then use a start frame. Then you can either choose your logo or a stylized version of it. So let's go with this one, for example. And then reference, use as end frame. Now we'll change this to Kling 1.6. And then for this prompt, it's not actually too important because the start and end frame are pretty self-explanatory. So we can just say something like clean transition into felt logo. And then we can generate this. So here's the result for this one. We can see that it starts at this black square and then it does this clean transition into the felt logo. That's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave any questions in the comments and check the description for the important links. For now, I'll see you in the next one.